In this video we're going to have a look at these two alignment machines that I got really cheap. Hello and welcome back to my garage. We're going to have a look at these two alignment machines. I bought them locally really cheap and I was just lucky to, well, the ad popped up. I make a bid. I paid 50 euros for these two units and I just load them up. I just unload them. I didn't even have a look at them yet, except from the outside, and I can tell you these are really dirty. Just a small history lesson. The guy that I bought these two from, this one, he doesn't know a lot about it. It has set in a other garage and for some reason they had it. So I don't expect this one to be, well, really functional because it was a bit of a sketchy story. So I don't think this one is going to work. But this one I do believe is working. This was their old alignment machine. And because of that, it may be old, but if it is broken, then it isn't any use to, well, keep it around. It's just a big piece of machinery. So I do think they put it in storage for, well, maybe expanding the garage or maybe for another garage, or even sell it in the near future, but never come around to do that. So I do think we have the biggest chance that this one is working, but because we are not just plugging it in and flip the switch, it has been sitting around for a long time and it has collected dust for, well, who knows how long. Well, yeah, well, let's have a look first inside unit number one. This is unit number one, and for the keen eye of you already noticed that this is a Hunter system. It's a D111 or a D111. It's just how you want to pronounce it. Well, we have here some keys, so maybe it's a diesel powered one or something. Some kind of remote control. Well, just have a look around first. We can see that these casters are pretty bent, and these one also. That's one of the reasons why it doesn't roll as smoothly as it should be. These are the heads, and as you can see, these are really dirty. Also the top side, pretty dirty. And let's have a look at the back side. Maybe we can find something. Labels. Labels is always fun. Let's see. These stickers are used for some certifications that is needed in companies, and it looked like it has been certified until 2008, so that's about 10 years ago. So let's see what's in the drawers. Well, we have a printer. A dot matrix printers. I really love these. The sound of these things make, I don't know, it just tickles my funny bits. And there is also paper in here. I don't know what that is. Some installation instructions for new EPROMs. Nothing more to see here. And in drawer number 2 we have the keyboard. Not really any feedback or something, but hopefully it works. a print, and it looks like it's blown. At least I don't think this is normal. So I hope that this isn't a bad sign. Oh well. A screwdriver. Well, that's a really weird screwdriver. It looks like it is ground off. Oh well. Some pins. I don't know what these are, but they look like marbles or something. Well, nothing more to see here. Here we have the sliding plates for the front and the back. If the unit doesn't work, these plates are selling for around 100 to 200 euros. So I already made my money back. And even I believe this unit is used for locking up the steering wheel. Nothing more to see here, except that it is dirty. Nope. This is door number 2. This is of course the paper. Nothing more in there, just paper. We even have some sandpaper right here. Always. And even a sanding machine. Well, that's a big plus. It looks like a brandless one. It is heavy though. Oh, wait a minute, there is a sticker right here in the... Oh, it's from Worth. Oh, these are pretty expensive. Another big win. I don't know what these sell for, but if it is a good unit, then even second hand already paid for it. So yeah. Well, a sandpaper, it's always welcome. And it is even quality sandpaper, 3M, so happy with that. And here we have some cables, and I do believe these are data cables, and the power plug is also right here. So yeah, that's unit number 1. The Hunter D111. I think it is a good buy, not unless if it is working or not. Next up we have here the Opto Plus. I never ever heard of that brand, but of course I'm not a specialist in these kind of things. And this is the 618 DSP, and I do see here a sticker, and this sticker is from a local auction company. So this is a auction machine, at least it has been. So it could be that they bought it from a company that's gone bankrupt or something, but most of the time it isn't a good sign. So let's see around the machine. Here we have the heads, and these look in pretty decent shape. Also a nice CRT monitor, an LG one. And here we have the other heads, looking also, well, this housing is a bit cracked, but for the rest it looks fine. Sorry about the lens flaring, it's something I need to get under control, but I just don't have it yet. But this is the back label. Nothing really stands out. So let's see what's in drawer number 1. Nothing. Well, that's a bad start. Oh, also there is a server sticker here. So let's see when it has been serviced. Well, 2006. Next up, wow, an HP Inkjet Printer. These things are always a scam in my eye. Well, that's a bummer. Okay, the control box is in there, at least it looks like a control box. But this unit uses just a regular PC. So that's missing. That's really a shame. Oh well, I do think if I could get the software, maybe I can get it up and running. But that is going to be a really challenge. Oh well, at least the turn plates are in there. And like I said, these are going for a lot of money. Because people use them to do a home alignment without the fancy tool you see right here in front of you. Yeah, a lot of people, DIYers out there, are looking for these. So again, if you don't get it to work, then it is a big win. So I'm still very happy, a little bit sad of course that we are not able to work on this one right away. I'm going to have a look if I can get the software, but I doubt that I can get it, or I have to pay a lot of money for it, and that's not worth it. We are going to put our effort in this one first. Most of you out there know that I am definitely not one that likes to clean. There is an exception, and that is stuff like this. My cleaning is maybe not the best in the world. I do find cleaning helpful to understand the machine, so that's one of the reasons I do it. Not to make it all pretty again, because, well, to be honest, it will probably be dirty in no time. I use DW40 for cleaning. It prevents rusting, and also it cleans up very well. Of course, you need to be sure that you don't put DW on the sensors and stuff like that. Just be careful. but for garage equipment, DW40 is my choice for, well, cleaning. The machine cleaned up nicely. It got this gloss back. Not that it's really necessary, but it's a nice thing to have, of course. It looks great. It smells like DW40. That's always a great in my book. I really love the smell of DW40. I don't know about you, but I like it. And yeah, it's all clean. So what we need to do now is open up the insides and have a look inside. And I think we are going to have a lot of dust bunnies in there. So we are going to clean that up. And after that, we're going to try to boot up the system. These are safety kind of bits. And I noticed that it looks a lot like the screwdriver that's hidden inside it. And what do you know? It does fit. Now we at least know why the screwdriver is in there. Are you ready? Oh, what do you know? It doesn't look that bad. It is really clean. There's almost no dust in there whatsoever. So that's really a big plus. It looks like it has a calibration about 10 years ago. So I'm just going to blow this out. The machine is now clean inside and outside. I'm going to put in the power cord and give the thing some juice, and hopefully we don't see some magic smoke coming out. That will be very bad, but then again, then this is the video, I think. Hopefully we get some numbers right here on this lovely, how big shall it be? 17 inch, something like that, 17 to 80 inch monitor, and we'll go from there. Here goes nothing. At least we don't have smoke yet. And now to turn it on. Oh, something is happening. Yay! We do have some, we do have a picture. That is perfect. At least we do know now that it is at least working in some sort. That is so cool. I don't know what I'm doing, I'm just pushing buttons. So if you expect that I'm doing some magic here, then it is in Dutch. I really don't like those well, names we use for like camber and caster and stuff like this, because I have, it may be really strange, but I really have to think about Dutch names used for parts, and especially for, well, how things are called. So if I look at this, I really have to think twice, because most of the time I use English pronunciations, yeah, English pronunciations for well, stuff like this. So hopefully there is a language option somewhere. But if not, if it works, hey. So let me get you a little bit closer, and we're going to play a little with the system. Oh, well, the printer is at least working. As you can see, it prints really nicely, and the sound is just perfect. Sorry about the glare, this is the best thing I can do, because this light is a well, a little window in the roof, so yeah, we have to work with this. Maybe I will zoom out a little bit. So, well, the printer is at least working, we have seen that. So hopefully we can... Okay, it looks like this is some kind of a tutorial, what you can do to the car, of the adjustments you can do to the car. Get into a menu or something. Oh, well, this is the old address where I bought it from, so I will blur that out. But it looks like this is the start menu. Hopefully I can change this, that will be really nice. Oh, we have a test, we can change the datum and time. Oh yeah, we had a test option somewhere here. So maybe we can... Oh, this is some kind of self-diagnostics. So let's see. It looks like it's produced in 87. It looks like it passed all the tests, and I see that the memory is disabled and cold start disabled. I don't know what that means, but okay. Oh, not connected, not connected. Well, I do think this thing is a remote of some kind, and I don't know if it's oh, it is working. Well, let's play with that later. This is of course the one from the computer, and we have now two ports right here, and it does fit in either one. So this one, maybe it doesn't matter. Well, the computer at least shows something, so I think this is the right way around. So let me connect those other two, and we are going to use the, well, I thought that were extensions, but it looks like we need to connect it like this. Well, the computer is at least showing some numbers now. If I touch one of the heads, as you can see, it does display some numbers and it is changing. So that is okay. I don't know why the others are blinking red. Well, let's go through the menu. With this we can start with the alignment. We can do 3 kinds of alignments. Sorry for the rough translation, but a total of 4 wheels with 4 sensors, front, driveline with 4 sensors, front center line with 4 sensors. So I don't know the difference between those kinds of alignment, but let's go with the top one. Here you can enter the customer name and phone number and what kind of car and some other stuff, and I think we can do that with that keyboard, and it does work. Oh, here we have, okay, that's weird. I expected that the cursor was going down, but the list is going down. That's a bit weird. Okay. Now let's see what kind of brands we have. At least the most brands we have. So let's see if we can find a car that I have. Toyota. Some nice cars here. KP60. This is one of the cars I definitely want to have somewhere in the future. This is a car that I do have, EP91. I always wanted one of these, the AW11 MR2. Is also one of the cars on my list. I don't think they have the Corolla in there, at least not my Corolla. The EA86 is present as suspected, but I do think that, oh, here you can put in your own, oh yeah, you can put in your own list, and looks like that they already did a couple of it, and it looks like there is 75 places to put in your own car, so that's a nice thing to have. Oh, let's have a look at another car. I do have a Honda. Yeah, 2001. Well, maybe this is the update that there is. So 31 October 2001. Yeah, it is in there. I've got one of these. But let's see. I do have a Nissan. Well, the S14 and S13 are present, so hopefully the S12 is there also. But it is over here called a Sylvia and not a 206. Yeah. That's also very nice that's in there. I do have one of these. It's totally in pieces right now, but I do have one. And of course I have my Legacy. Well, let's see if my girlfriend's car is in there. The Skoda Felicia Fun. Skoda. The Felicia is in there, so that's even a Fun. Okay. Well, I selected the Felicia Fun and it gives me some information. Like we need to check the tire pressure, check the wheels, check the steering system, check the ride height, and then there is, well, the next illustration. So okay, those are the almost the same illustration that we had with the other side. Let's see what it says. Nothing. We cannot adjust the wielvlucht and askanteling. I do believe askanteling is camber and wielvlucht is, I think, caster. So those are not adjustable on this car. And yeah, that's true. So, well, these are the specifications for the car. Oh, this is the screen we had at the beginning. So I think this is the diagnostics part of the system. We went through the menu, and as you have seen, it is working in some kind of form, so that's a big plus. Also, I found out one other thing. Is that cool or is that cool? I really like stuff like this, so even if the unit is junk, that one is going on the wall. I think I'm going to get my girlfriend's car and shove it on there, and let's have a try. And I still don't know why the key is there. I had lunch just now and I just looked online and I found a little bit of a tutorial. So hopefully we can reproduce that and get some results out of the machine. It looks like is now held in place pretty firmly. This cable you have to attach to the tire valve in case well, it comes off, but of course the tire valve is somewhere there, so that's not going to happen. So what we need to do first is lift the front end of the car up so both wheels are off the ground. So that's what I'm going to do now. So now we have to plug in the sensor. I connected all the sensors and the wiring. What we now need to do is we need to turn this knob so that the sensor is loose, like so. And now we have to turn the wheel until this light is green. The arrow downwards with the 1 has to be green, like so. Then we need to tighten up this nut again, or well, this thing. And then we need to use the bubble gauge and turn the wheel again until it is level, like so. And after that we need to push the button, and then after a while it should flash red. And it does. What we now have to do is loosen this one up again. Turn the wheel until the arrow up, or 2, is green. Like so. We need to tighten the bolt again. Make sure it's level. And push the button again. When it's level, of course. And we had a beep on the computer, and now it's solid red, and now it's calibrated. I'm going to do that now on all 4 wheels. Okay guys, believe it or not, it looks like it is working. The only much bigger surprise for me is it looks like even the tolerances are all within spec. Of course I didn't do I believe the caster setting, and these two I definitely don't know what these mean. At least not the Dutch terms are not familiar to me. But the only thing that isn't okay by these specs is the wheel flight at the back on the left side. Maybe I did put the sensor on not right or something. Maybe this is what I call a lucky first try. We can try to align the car, or at least try to do some diagnostics. And of course we are going to print this one first. I don't know what this means. I think it's caster, but I don't know for sure. Let's see. Yeah, I do think it's caster. I definitely don't know what KPI means, because we can do free tests, only askanteling caster maybe, askanteling and KPI, or caster and KPI, only KPI. Here we need to lock the brakes, and we need to level the sensors. Well, let's try this one. We need to turn the wheel for askanteling. Now I almost definitely know that this is caster, so let's try that. Well, I did turn the wheels and nothing is happening. So let's try it again. Okay, at least we have some numbers. And well, this is now all messed up and stuff, so I don't know what went wrong, or maybe it's supposed to be like that. I definitely don't know. But well, we did at least do something, so that's okay. I want to leave it with this. So yeah, that's it for today's video. I think we made a lot of progress. It looks like that the machine is working fine. If it is calibrated okay, I don't know for sure, but it is really promising that it showed a lot of green numbers. So that's really positive for, well, working with this machine. So what I maybe am going to do is just take this car to a alignment shop and then compare it to the numbers I've got on this machine. I still do think I did a couple of things wrong, and one of the things is I believe you need to press the brakes when lowering the car down on the plates. Of course, I needed to put the plates at the back, so I did not do that, so that's going to impact the numbers a little bit. Also, that askanteling stuff, I definitely don't know how it works on the car. I got it to work just by turning the wheel a little bit. If it is the right way to do it, I don't know. So maybe that's one of the reasons why the numbers are all screwed up after that. I don't know. So my question for you is, if you have information about the device, like books or PDFs with anything of information, it's really helpful. Also, maybe you're one that always used one of these things. Ooh, we've got ghosts. So maybe you always use one of these machines, and maybe you can tell me what I do wrong or how I must do it right, and then I can do it, of course, on the car again. But for now, I am extremely happy. 50 euros. Yeah, it's about $70 or something in that kind. And that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, or at least learned something from it. And if you did, please give it a like. If you want to follow me around, you know what to do. And I will see you next time. Bye.